Hey, what's good, y'all? Your boy's back. It's been a little while. Back with episode 14 of the Mr. Power Podcast. We got my boy Pinto on here. Say what's good to the people, man.
Sir, what's happening? Appreciate you for having me out here. So can't wait to get
Sir.
started.
Yes, sir. Hey, let's dive right into it. As you know, this is the Power Podcast. Before we even talk about the actual show, just give the people some insight on like how you got into Power, why you started watching it, kind of how you got into the show, whatever.
Yeah, so I was already into the gang shows, to the drug world shows. I was watching a lot of The Wire, and that's kind of where my interest started. We always have our base, so I had The Wire, The Sopranos,
Yeah.
um, and that's what got started. But it's one of those shows that only come around year round. So when it comes, you want to tap into something. Once I got into that first, I kind of saw like the trailer. I got into that first episode. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of them shows that had me hooked immediately.
From the beginning.
Immediately, I couldn't. There was no slow build up for me like some of these other shows. It was right to it, hit the ground running. I tuned in every Sunday religiously. I never missed an episode. It was all I did not play about that. No spoilers over here. That was a part of my routine, weekly
Right.
routine.
So what was it about Power that like got you like hooked? Like was it the characters, with the storyline? Like what was it that had you like, damn, like I fuck with this shit?
Controversial take. I know some people out there hate the man, but I really am a Ghost supporter. That man, James
Yes,
St. Patrick,
James St. Patrick.
is built different. And I respected his hustle for trying to get out of the game.
Yeah,
Not even staying in it. Not all that other stuff he was getting, but the passion he had to get out of the game for his family,
yeah,
what he was willing to do to get out of it, that's what really had me locked. Like that, I know he catch a lot of, especially now that it's wrapped,
yeah.
and they all seen what he's done. He catches a lot of slander and hate online, but I, I'm a fan. Like that's a man. Like for people who don't know what it is to be a man, like he shows a part of what it
That's
means to
right.
have a responsibility in our life.
Would you say he's your favorite character in the show?
Easily,
Easy.
easily.
So this is a topic that like everyone just always talks about. Do you think he's still alive? And do you think he could come back? I mean, the show's kind of over now, so
Yeah,
but there's probably going to be other spin-offs coming. So some people
yeah.
still think he's alive. Like they're just holding out hope. Like one day, I
hmm
personally don't think so. I'm like that shit over with. It's been 5 years.
Yeah.
So
Correct me if I'm wrong. I agree with you. I don't think he's coming back. Like, I don't think they would have stretched out, what was it, season six, the way they did from everyone else's perspective to see who killed Ghost if
yeah,
he was going to come back. Because I
fact.
know that there was some takes that there was like an ambulance in the back of the club or something, the back of Truth, and he
Yeah,
didn't go to the hospital.
yeah.
I'm not hearing that, man. You take a bullet to the chest, less than 5 feet away, fall off the balcony,
It's over.
is over. I don't, th- I don't think they would have done season six that way if if they planned for him to return, and I don't think they would have done like when Tariq got arrested for the first time and he gave him the letter like I knew he was gonna end up here.
Yeah,
I don't think they were doing all that and pushing Tariq's story as much as they did if he's still gonna be alive.
that's what I be saying, but they don't want to hear that.
If he was still
Right.
alive, he would have made his return already. They done brought back everybody already. Tommy made his appearance in there. What's his name? It's not Two. Is it Two Bit or the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
guy? Two
yeah,
Bit. He made his return. Like they
yeah.
already brought back the people. They brought back the what's her name? Valdez, the cop, the agent. They brought her back. They already brought back players from. They're not touching him. I think they're respecting that, and Ghost is done. Ghost is a ghost.
Yeah. That's what I be trying to tell people. There was also like apparently some things that occurred in the final season, like some beef apparently. They were saying that like he wasn't getting paid enough or whatever. But he did like an interview, and he was like, they pretty much like asked him to come back like a few years ago. But the money,
Really
yeah, the money wasn't right though. So he was like,
interesting.
nah. And then since then, it's kind of been dead. But he's actually supposed to do an interview with Stars like tomorrow. Supposed to drop tomorrow. So everyone's talking about it. They're like, oh, he's doing an interview with Stars. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Still not buying it.
Nah, nah.
Yeah.
They may bring him on as executive producer,
Yeah,
but
yeah, 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 yeah. I
to
don't know
bring
if you
back his
know,
character,
but they're doing another show called Power Origins, which is like a young version of like Ghost and Tommy. Like it's already been like
yeah.
the shit. So like
I heard rumors of that. That's a lock.
yeah, yeah, yeah. 50 already like, yeah, it's a lock, bruh.
So are they now confirming? Is 50 now confirming that this is Raising Canaan is coming to an end, and we're pushing this now?
Yeah, so we about to get Raising Kanan season 4 this winter,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
also got renewed for season 5. So people think that like after season 5 they're gonna stop, and then they'll have like Kanan go to like the new Ghost and Tommy show.
Mm-hmm.
So like that'd be fine.
Ooh,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
ooh.
yeah,
Now that could work. That could work because I think they pushing that same agenda with some
yeah,
characters from Ghost, from
yeah,
Tariq's joint. But we can tap into that later.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So obviously you've seen this final season.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the spinoffs, right? What do you think of the spinoffs? Which one is your favorite? Which one is your least favorite? Off rip.
Off rip. All right, let's get it. We got Power ended. We get Ghost
Yeah,
immediately. We get after Ghost. We got what? Raising Canaan came
yeah,
before Tommy's joint Force.
yeah.
Now we got Force. I'm not gonna lie. I would say my least favorite is Raising Canaan only because the first season.
Okay, 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 okay.
The
Yeah,
first season was so like it was all filler. It was
yeah,
all
yeah,
explaining who he is. We didn't need all that part. They could have
yeah.
jumped straight to when he got into it. So that was why it was my least favorite. But I will say that the last couple of seasons they didn't miss. They're really
Facts.
showing how Kanan has become Kanan with that ferocity, like his viciousness, like how he's not playing. He's aggressive. They're showing that part starting to develop in him. I I didn't want power to him. No way I want power to
Oh,
him.
God.
But I was definitely a part of the group that could not stand Tariq.
Mm,
When power ended, nah, I didn't want no parts of this. Why are
not,
we focusing on his son? And he hit a little bit of redemption for me. He hit a little of a redemption for me. But as we just reached our conclusion, I never fully got back on board with Tariq. Like the way I was rooting for James St. Patrick, I was not rooting for
not the same.
Tariq. It's
Yeah.
not the same. Um, so I say Raising Kanan is my least favorite because of that first season.
Mhm.
Um, Force Force is my favorite. Like they they didn't miss.
They get to that action, right?
They
Well,
got
yeah.
to it. They stayed true to Tommy. They didn't mess with that.
Yeah.
And I don't think I just think they're gonna keep cooking. Before this, I had to go tap back in with the last episode of Forest because I think I saw some connections between this and
So it goes,
the
man.
conclusion of Ghost.
Yeah.
I would say Raising Kanan isn't over and Force isn't over. So to say which one is better, which one is the least, I can't give the answer quite yet until we see its whole picture like we just saw Ghost.
Yeah. I think this is the final season of Force we're about to get. This is the last season. Yeah.
We talking about Force is coming for 3 seasons and we're done?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you, because I know you don't be on the socials like that. But the guy who plays Tommy, he
Mm-hmm.
posted a video. He pretty much said like, "Yeah, this is the last season." But he was like, "This is Tommy's journey in Chicago coming to an end." So he pretty much like confirmed like he's probably going to be in another show. So
Mm-hmm.
people are thinking that like him and Tariq are going to link up, because you've seen the little teaser with the ghost. They're like, oh, maybe they're going to do a Tariq and Tommy show. We don't know. And then some people think Tariq going to pull up to Chicago, for like the finale of Force or whatever. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
speculation. I think it
It's
might
a
happen.
it's a lot of speculation, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you're watching the show, what celebrity rapper just made an appearance in the last two episodes?
Dirk.
We got Dorkio,
Hey.
Smirkio.
Uh,
So I'll add you one more because I saw the call. Family first. We family forever. Family for life.
yes, sir.
Tariq and Tommy definitely linking up. If you saw it, remember in the forest when Miguel took Tommy's girl
Yeah.
when they were supposed to run away together, but you know how Tommy is. Tommy crashes out about that love. We seen
He's about to
Holly.
crash
We
out.
seen Lala.
He crashed out about
Tommy
that box.
crashes out. So the fact that they just took his other girl and he's supposed to be business partners with Miguel,
Yeah.
he's gonna crash out and go to war with his own organization. He's
Mm.
gonna call Tariq, who's Lil Durk was whose cousin? He was Kane's cousin. The
Mm.
way Kane just acted in the last two episodes,
Yeah.
there's no way they're done with him. When
Facts.
Monet died, the
Yeah.
way he portrayed his ability as an actor to show sadness,
Oh God.
he's going to Chicago with Tariq, and he's going to take the place of Braden, I believe. I'll go out and say that.
Mm. So you don't see Braden like being in the universe no more?
I I just don't feel it's for him. Like I've never caught on to like
Facts.
Braden really being about that life, and he made a major play at the end of Ghost. Like he to get Carter out the picture, he did a major play,
Now he was
but he
wild
just
as go.
really is not. Oh, he was wilding with that bag of sugar, but he's not built for that moment. And Tariq told him at the end, he said, "You get one more chance,
You done.
or you're working for me."
Yeah.
He gonna fall somewhere else in the rank, and I don't think he's gonna be in there. I think Kane and Tariq are gonna take off, and all the other characters, chapters are closed.
Yeah. I be saying that, but people call me a hater. I just don't feel like he's like believable as a gangster because of like not even just him being white, but like he was already wealthy and rich and everything, and then like you jumping into the street life. At least with Tariq, like his dad was in the game, so it's like, all right, there's
Yeah,
some connection there. But you was on Wall Street. Now you
yeah.
moving powder.
That boy got the money. Talking about he just want to do something for himself,
Like
and I
what?
respect that point. But he's still not doing something for himself.
Yeah.
Like Tariq is still the brains of the organization. When they had when they had Braden out with his brother on the corner trying to make some money real quick, when Kane took him for a ride, that was the only time he did anything for himself. Other than that, he really, I feel like, makes it harder for Tariq.
I agree. He's
He
another problem that he has to deal with.
he didn't take care of Lauren. He
Mm,
had one job. He didn't take care of Lauren. We saw how that came back and played.
facts.
He really was no help when they had to take out Buddy in the safe house. He really was no help there. He got thrown through the wall.
Zion.
He Yeah, they tried to take out Zion. He blew that up.
Yeah.
He blew up the party operation because he
Mm-hmm.
started using,
Mm-hmm.
going on stage, bringing attention, acting like a fool.
Facts.
He made everything so hot. How you hanging around a campus and school that you don't even go to? You're not enrolled.
Bro,
It just
don't talk
wasn't.
about that.
No, it just wasn't for him. And it has nothing to do with because he's white. It's just
Yeah.
he was not for that role. Like he tried it. There's people out in real life that want to tap into that for a little bit when they get a little bit
Yeah.
of freedom. But nah, he is not it.
So let's talk about this season, right? There's been a lot of talk about this season. A lot of people hated this season. A lot of people felt like this was a very slow season. People are saying that this is the worst season of Ghost. How you feel about that?
I mean, I hear what the people say, but at the same time, you have to be understanding of the shoot, like of the position that Stars was in. For their probably most popular show to get told this is it, it's wraps, we no
Mm.
more abruptly, because this wasn't supposed to be the last season.
Oh
This
God.
was an abrupt. This is it. So for them to have to switch up their plan
Mm.
and move it last minute, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little rushed. But what do you expect?
Definitely.
This wasn't it wasn't supposed to end now. I don't think it was the worst one. Like I still think it was really good, but because it was rushed, every episode was a lot. Like, you don't get those types of episodes until like the last three of a season, where it's like major event, major event, major event next season. But because it had to come to a wrap, every episode was boom, hitter, 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 hitter. And you saw that from episode one. It was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, But I say that it also led. People probably don't like it because it was predictable.
very predictable.
It was. I think everybody knew that everyone essentially was going to make it up. Like it wasn't over. We knew Tariq wasn't going to jail.
You one time.
We knew Tariq wasn't going to jail. We knew Monet was out the door because she been collapsing since she had to put her own son down, since Dante got down, since she killed Mecca. We already know Monet was gonna get what she reap what you sow. We knew Monet was gonna get hers. The rest of the characters, we all knew everyone was gonna make it out. Ain't nobody worried about Effie. We knew she was getting that college degree. We know Effie is gone.
Yeah.
She I seen her actor too say she is raps on Effie. We
Mhm.
know Effie's gone off that. You seen Drew talking? He been trying to get out the game,
Yeah, he gonna paint.
and they yeah, and they forced it on him. I'm not gonna lie, Drew's character might have had a little. He might have had a little redemption season.
I
He
agree.
might have. A
It's
lot of
funny
people think
because
he's corny.
people were saying that like he was a lot more tolerable this season because they got rid of like his love storyline, right?
Hmm.
But they just focused on him being like a gangster, which I liked. I always liked the character, but I just felt like they did a little bit too much with like his love life, which was just unnecessary. But once they got rid of that shit, like you could really see he was a good character for real. I
Hmm.
thought he was gonna get smoked. I'm not gonna lie. I thought
Oh
he
yeah,
was
I
gonna
thought he
be
was
one of
dead.
the characters that was gonna die. I was surprised that he survived. How did you react to Monet's death? Because that had the internet shook. Everybody was shook. People was crying. People was like R.P. Monet.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was everyone hated Monet before, but it seems like when she died, everybody was a Monet fan. How did you
Everyone
feel
felt
about
it.
that?
So unfortunately, I that was spoiled for me.
Oh,
Shout out Twitter. Shout out Twitter.
you should have known.
Open up the TL. First thing I saw Friday morning or Saturday, Friday, whatever. R.I.P. Monet. I said, dang. So
Damn, damn.
that hit me. But this is why I brought up that point earlier about Kane's character. What's his name? Woody, or
Yeah, what in
the
the club?
actor who plays Kane.
Yeah,
He just made a career for himself because I knew Monet was getting down. So when that scene played out where Kane's in the basement and I know Monet's coming around that corner blasting,
yeah.
I, I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. I was emotional. I was hurt. That boy, you can see the pain in
He
Kane's
killed
eyes.
it.
He's
He
a
killed
true mama's boy.
it.
I was holding back tears for that, and I knew she died. I knew that was the moment she was going to die. But because of the job that Kane's actor did,
Mhm.
I was hurt. I was
Yeah.
hurting in the crib watching that. And I do think uh, Kane was probably my favorite this whole season
Oh God.
because to see your mom get murked after you just chose her,
Mm.
then you have to see your siblings come over and cry over her dead body. But at the same time, you remember that your siblings just tried to put a hit on your mom last season.
Mhm. Yup.
Oh my God,
So
this
much.
go family first. Nah, he's different. Monet's death definitely hit, but not because of what she chose to do. I'm glad that she finally decided to be a mother in this last season instead of a
Yeah.
gangster. But it was really because of Kane's the way Kane played that. I felt it.
Yeah, I agree. I made a video about that. I was like, shout out Woody McClain. Like, the
Hmm.
only reason that her death was sad was because of him. Like,
Oh yeah,
her being like, no, no, wait, wait, wait. I was like,
yeah,
damn. But I've been saying this. Like,
crazy.
I've always thought since season one that, like, he was the best actor on the show. I feel like this season he just kind of took it to another level. But, like, I've always felt like he was the best actor. People gonna say Tariq because he's the main character, but, like, Kane carried this season.
Kane carried the
Carried
season
this
for
season.
real.
Yeah,
Kane carried the season because he always been that.
yeah.
It was never forced. Like Tariq, the issue I have with Tariq, not even talking about power and how he came out hanging with 50, drinking lean and all that. I'm not even talking about that, bro. The
He did
issue I
that.
have with Tariq is he was never the aggressor.
Mm,
I think they should have touched more on for his arc, low key, like the trauma from killing your father. Because he
I,
was never a hitter. He
yeah,
was never out there mad, aggressive. That's not Tariq's character. But as the show went on, they got to start forcing him. He talking about the scene. He talking about I killed my own fucking father, and they trying to play with me.
I'm
Like,
coming St.
bro,
fucking Patrick.
that's not you. You're not him.
Bro, the
Like,
memes, bro, from that scene, bro. You seen the LeBron meme where it was
oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's,
bro.
he's
It
getting
just
cooked for
wasn't
that.
him. That wasn't him. Like, I think he should have kept his cool, always thinking like tactical approach, playing chess,
Yeah,
not checkers. Because course correct was fire.
that was really
That's where I'm banging with Tariq. I'm like, okay, you're killing him with logic because you're not a real hitter.
yeah.
Ghost don't play. Ghost was coming out the club, cufflinks on. What's up?
Yo,
Tariq was not that hitter. Um, I shout out, Woody McClain and Buddy who played Drew
hmm
were the best. I'm like, we don't even have to talk about Michael Ealy. We already know what he do.
he's
We don't have to talk about that
yeah,
or Noma. We don't gotta hit that. But the
yeah,
Tata brothers carried this season, in my opinion.
I
To
agree.
see Drew, we saw both of them reach their full potential. You know, Lorenzo always wanted Drew to be the number one because he had the brains.
Facts.
For him to be the number one, essentially, get sent to jail for your family
Mm.
and
They
have
got
to
the bodies.
have to go catch a body to get out, and
Yeah.
then from that moment on, it's all right. This is what I do. I catch another one to get out. I catch another one to get out. He he showed why Lorenzo always believed in him, but Kane also showed that he was never lying, that he always had the ability to be his own boss, to be number one, and that he didn't need to be held back. Like, yeah, he might have had to learn, and his path might have been a little different.
Yeah.
Kane got it done still. Kane got it done.
You got it done. Let's talk about Diana, bro, because this is a character that everyone has been talking about lately. I never liked Diana, if I'm being honest. And when they did this whole baby storyline, first of all, they spoiled the baby storyline. We knew she was pregnant before the season even started because some pictures came out of like her and Mary J. Like they were shooting in some like baby shopping place.
Hmm.
Like everybody already knew before the season started she was pregnant. What did you think of the whole Tariq and Diana's baby storyline? Did you feel like that shit was? I thought it was corny. I'm like, you're gonna have him have a baby with her when she just tried to kill him and his mom? Like,
Hmm.
it don't make sense.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I gotta say again, shout out to you, Mr. Power Universe, because you were
Yes, sir.
the first person I've seen say Diana is going to be pregnant and it's going to be Therese. I saw you predicted that before any of this happened.
On God.
So that was crazy. But I think I agree with you. I think that take was corny.
Yeah.
I get that the show is called Ghost and it's supposed to be Tariq's development into Ghost. I understand that. At the end of the season, that boy talking about, yeah, I guess I am moving like a ghost or whatever. Like, we get
Hell
that.
no.
But they trying to force all of Ghost's life onto him.
Yeah.
We know Ghost had Tasha. We know Ghost had Angela. But dang, they giving to I get Tariq's young and in college, but they giving him four girlfriends in
Yeah.
6 seasons. Four girlfriends all at the
Bro,
same
moving
time is
crazy.
ridiculous. That Diana, that was never serious. It was never serious for Tariq, and you could see that, and she
Yeah.
wanted it to be, but it was just forced. Like,
Worse as fuck.
my my favorite, like, Lauren was the most legit one, but that couldn't work out. And then Effie just hopped on her Tasha. She showed she could hold it down.
Hmm?
But Diana, that was just boy had some free time on his hands. Like, that one was not. He did not need that one.
So when you watched the finale, did it feel like a finale to you? A lot of people was like, this doesn't really feel like the end of the series. And a lot of people feel like the way that Tariq got on top was just way too like easy. Like everything just kind of fell in his lap type shit from like
Hmm.
Everything. Like, bro went from taking L after L after L, and then at the last season they put him on top of the game. People are upset because they're like, he's not Ghost. He still hasn't hit that level, but yet they trying to push him as that.
Hmm.
How do you feel about Tariq being the new Ghost, quote unquote?
That, I mean, that ties back into my point earlier about Tariq's character development. Like, you leave power. I don't think anybody liked Tariq when power ended. For him to redeem himself and then just he was going up and then
Yeah.
it just stalled again. So I agree with them, but again, as soon as the episode dropped, as soon as midnight Friday 12 a.m. hit, power never dies. Hashtag power never dies. So it wasn't a conclusion. And to the people who don't think it was, it's true because it wasn't. Nobody died. Like no one's story fully ended, right? It's going to continue, and we know that Tariq is going to appear in a different show now. We know he's going to come back. His story is not over. But I never liked. I always agreed too that Tariq had it way too easy. Like he
Mm-hmm.
never really got his hands dirty. Like
Facts.
they make the little memes about how he all over New York. He don't even have a car
Yeah.
before he got the whip. Like it's just some unrealistic stuff of him
Yeah.
teleporting everywhere and him making things happen without actually making stuff happen. Like we've seen Ghost go meet with Stein. We've seen Ghost make plays behind the scenes. Tariq just has people do the work for him, and then will catch a body when he
Yeah.
needs to. Like, if you really think about it, Tariq ain't nothing but a hitter. He's the boss, but all he did, he ain't never won a fist fight. He ain't
Ever.
he ain't never successfully robbed nobody. He ain't never hacked nobody. He's not making business plays. All he does is kill people in weird ways.
Yeah.
Jabari gotta go. Jabari, you letting Jabari find out your play. Jabari gotta go. Boom, you take Jabari out, man.
That's
You
another
take
reason
it.
why I feel like people don't really like Power Book 2 Ghost as much as like Raising Kanan because they feel like, or the OG Power. People feel like Power Book 2 doesn't have consequences, right? Because in
Mm,
Power, like when they made mistakes, like they paid for them. Like Ghost went to jail, Tommy went to
yep,
jail. Like
yep.
Tariq was catching crazy bodies. Braden killed that one white dude hot as hell.
Oh my God, yeah.
No lashback. No, nobody went to jail.
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, the Don Carter dude went to jail, but like
Hmm.
he wasn't really one of the main guys like that. That's why
Yeah,
people were like iffy with the whole power thing. And I get it's more tailored to like the younger generation, but like no consequences. Tariq
yeah,
killed a cop this season.
yeah. Crazy,
No consequences.
crazy. That's yeah. This one definitely was just played a little too
Too soft.
make too soft, make believe ish. Like it's not that easy. You've seen the struggle and the pain that everyone has to go to, and it never was like that for Tariq. That boy just always had. If you use common sense, if you're in that classroom, every time they did a little class discussion type
Yeah.
scene, Tariq is slinging dope or something because he
Yeah.
always took the negative approach. He's always on the argumentative side of the class discussion.
Facts.
I don't remember what it was in that one episode. He was something like, oh my gosh, I forget what they were talking about. He just defended like lying or defended having to do something negative.
Mm.
And it's just like you can see that you're hurt, buddy. Like
Yeah.
just chill out, go graduate, get your trust fund money. But you blew through that. You ain't got that. You lost the trust fund money. So now you got
Fumbled,
nothing.
fumbled it.
So now you're just addicted to making money. Like you're Tariq's motivation the whole season was to bring his family together, just for him to get to the end of the season and say, "Mom, I can't go with you."
Yeah, that shit pissed me off. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
that's how it should have ended. That would have been a finale, and that would have been closer to Tariq's story.
Yeah, I felt like that too, but I also felt like they didn't want to close this story because we knew he wasn't going to die because like he's too young. There's a lot they could do with the character. What do you want to see next? Like if there was to be a continuation of this show, how would you want to see? Who would you want to see in the show? Like how would you kind of want to see that happen?
if there is going to be a continuation of the show, I
Because
think
now
we,
that Tariq is on top, like now he's public enemy number one, right? You know,
hmm
we got to see him like really go through some shit. We got to see him like see some real enemies. He got to go through the struggle now.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh man, I, I would have liked to see him achieve what he wanted, which was getting his family together
yeah,
and being better than his father in a way that he don't have to be in the game,
mm, same.
instead of falling in with the game. Um, I feel like, dang, Ghost was tied in with the Jimenez, but now Tariq is just plugged in with overseas, like he messing with Noma's man's, like
Yeah, the Nigerian
so
dude.
now the Nigerian, so now he's got overseas connections. So they need to portray, if they were to continue, it would have to be, how are you going to distribute all of this weight to New York City? Because you cannot
Fact.
just move all this weight on a college campus, course correct done. The little parties aren't going to do it. They
Yeah,
really would need to. They really would need to expand it.
low
They
ass
need
party.
to talk about how is he cleaning his money, who is helping him do that. Like they,
Yeah,
that's the depth that Power had that Ghost lacked. They
facts.
didn't show how that money was getting cleaned, where everything was getting run through. Like that's a tough question. What would I, if we were to continue? What would I want to see? I need to see some real adulting. I need to see
Mm,
real business decisions from Tariq.
yeah, I feel like that's the difference between Tariq and Ghost. Like Ghost had the legit shit. Like he had
hmm
the laundry mask, the club. So you really
hmm
seen how he was moving. Whereas Tariq, like, you don't really see how he's making things happen. It just kind of happens. Like, I'm like, bro, there's no way that you just made 100,000 today.
Yeah.
Like we did
It,
not see none of this shit.
yeah. It was just too. It was too easy.
Yeah,
Even with McLean too, man. Shout out Method Man, because that
deserved.
role was perfect for him.
Perfect.
But we know he's a dirty lawyer, but now he's catching bodies. So we just gonna touch on how he was able to catch that body at the end of the season easily, like he's been
Yeah,
doing this.
did
Like
not
we
get
know he
caught.
got a dirty past. So oh man, come on,
Even with the whole
come on.
Diana thing, like people like Diana turned into John Wick out of nowhere.
She went.
Out of
She talked about
nowhere.
go get it back in blood. Diana is not like that. Diana was holding the strap better than Dirk was. Like
Yeah,
it
for
made no
real.
sense.
Better than Dirk. Hey, people was
Oh
like,
man.
people was like Dirk slid for Monet before Vaughn.
No, no, facts. I seen that. No, that was
I'm
crazy,
like,
man.
y'all
We can't
crazy,
talk
man.
about that.
I'm like,
That's a
y'all
whole different
crazy.
thing. That was wild. My man had no lines, but he was about that action.
Yeah, I didn't
Um,
understand bringing Lil Durk in there. Like, I hate when they do that. When they bring celebrities in for no reason. Like,
hey, but I mean, that either ties to some of these characters are moving to Chicago and they're starting there, or it could just be with what 50 Cent does, what
yeah,
stars do, because BMF BMF got everybody, every celebrity in
everybody.
there, man.
Oh my god,
Everybody make a little cameo in there, so it
that's
could
all
just be
that shit
that's what they like
fast.
to do. But I think it's more so about trying to make the connection to Chicago. I think I don't remember her name. The Fed enforced the dark skinned officer who tried to get Vince to snitch.
Yeah,
You know how thirsty she was to get an arrest. I
thirsty.
think Tariq. I think Tariq gonna go out there, and she gonna be like, ooh, ooh, and start fiending over Tariq, trying to get him caught.
Yeah,
And I think because McLean got the judge and Basket or whatever their names are, the AUSA, and the
yeah,
cop their jobs back. I think they all gonna go to Chicago now, and it's still gonna be let's
trying
take
to
down
catch him.
Tariq.
Yeah,
Let's take down Tariq.
and
Oh wait, we know this guy from New York. Tommy's here too.
mm,
Boom.
yeah,
Now that you tell me that this is the last season of Forest, that makes sense to me.
yeah, it does. I remember when I went to the premiere. The dude who played Tommy was there, and he did an interview, and he was like, "Oh, he was like, four season three about to be the best season like ever in Power." And
Mhm.
I was looking at him like crazy. I'm like, how? But now, like seeing the end of this season, I'm like, oh shit! Like if they do this shit right, like and get some of the characters from Ghost and kind of tie it in, and then close
Hmm.
Tommy's storyline, the shit could be fired, man. Because it's looking like Tommy gonna get ran out of Chicago.
Oh, easily,
Yeah,
easily,
it's looking like he's gonna get ran out of Chicago.
easily. If he don't take over from Miguel's father, it's done.
Yeah,
It's done because he already got Diamond mad at him. You know CBI ain't really with him because Gerald or the brother is
yeah.
plotting with the girl too.
Plot.
Um,
He's
plotting, boy,
the
plotting. You
plot.
know, but that show has also been the most violent. Like they
Yeah,
show what Tommy was all about. So that's why I feel like he's saying that because it's wartime. Like Tommy's about to
yeah.
crash out over Miguel's sister. He about to go to war within the organization. He's probably gonna get Miguel, but now Miguel's higher up. The real Hefe about to come down, and it's
He got
like, all right, it's all right. Because if that call at the end of Ghost really was Tommy to Tariq, he said, "Fuck it, if they want the smoke, bring the smoke." What smoke was brought? Tommy, you're really just about to crash out now because y'all are
Yeah.
competitors. You ended the season talking about competition is good for business.
Mm.
Now, if that's you on the phone talking about they want the smoke, bring the smoke family first, you about to crash out about another girl. You about to tear Chicago up. It's
Another
someone's
shot.
got to get arrested. Someone's either got one of them's got to die, one of them's got to get arrested for it to be like okay. But if they both get off scot free, it's like come on,
Yeah.
it's not real life.
Tommy got too much plot armor. There's a lot of people who were
Mhm.
actually arguing about like who Tariq was talking to. Like some people were like he's talking to Kane. Some people were like he's talking to Diana. I'm like, how he said family first. How could it be anybody but Tommy? Like it don't even make sense to me how people could think it's anybody. Who would he be calling family? Like he don't got nobody else. But I
Yeah,
also understand the other side. Like people are saying that like Tommy don't really fuck with him because like he killed Ghost and this and that. But I'm like, they still family at the end of the day. He
it's
gonna meet
still
him.
family at the end of the day. You
Yeah,
seen Tommy came back in the earlier seasons to help him
yeah,
out.
yeah.
He helped him out, so it's still family first. It can't be anyone but Tommy. He ain't worried about. There ain't no family first with Diana anymore. You know, so
She was never
uh,
family.
she was never family, and that cop went crazy. And low
Yeah.
key, Tariq was happy about that.
Oh
But
God. Oh God.
ain't no, ain't no family first. Kane hate him. I can see them working together and their relationship changing, but it's Tommy on that. It's Tommy on the phone.
So if anybody were to get a spinoff outside of like obviously Tommy and Tariq, who do you think is worthy of getting a show? Who can carry a show?
No, I think it's clear after them last two episodes, they better
Yeah,
get my boy Woody McClain out there.
yeah,
They better get Clay
yeah.
out
They
there.
better get him out there, man. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
gonna lie,
better
like
get Kane.
he really stole the whole show for real. Like
He did.
everybody's talking about him right now, and I'm like, I just feel like he need to get a show. They need to capitalize like all this hype that he's getting. Otherwise, like it's gonna go to waste.
Facts.
Yeah,
I think, thinking from a production standpoint, financially, he's the character you have to go with because he's still not mainstream.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you either need to hit him with the spinoff, or you need to do a Davis McLean origin story.
Mm.
You
Like
need
a
to go
prequel.
back to what made him become a lawyer, trying to get his brother off. You need to tap into McLean's criminal history and how his brother took the fall for him, and dive
Mm.
into how that pushed him to be a lawyer and show what dirty shit he was doing as a lawyer. That could be
That's
another
crazy. I've never
spinoff.
thought about that. Yeah,
They could hit that because if you think that's kind of like if you ever watched Breaking Bad, they did a spinoff with the lawyer from there. They made Better Call
oh,
Saul.
the Better Call Saul joint. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I've already.
So those are the only two characters, honestly, that can get it.
Yeah,
No one else deserves it. I don't think
yeah,
anyone else can carry the following like that besides those two. But if Stars was running out of funds to keep this season going, I don't see how they can support a couple seasons of Method Man. It had to be a 3 season type of show, something
yeah.
small.
I read an article. The CEO he pretty much said like he pretty much admitted to being cheap. He was like, when shows get to like season 3 and 4, it gets like mad expensive to keep paying them. So he was like, they rather just cut the show and
Hmm.
just do a spinoff, which is
Yeah.
wild because like you're capping off the potential. Like Ghost season 4 averaged like 10.5 million viewers a season, bro. That like smashes any other show ever on Stars,
Hmm.
like even the OG Power. So the fact that they
Hmm.
canceled that shit, like, is insane. There can't be money. They was making
Yeah.
money. They're making money.
They're making
They're making
money.
money. They get more views than Game of Thrones was getting, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know what it
Like,
is that they're doing over there.
yeah. There's a lot of talks. I mean, they already confirmed like there's gonna be other shows. We getting the Power Origins joint with the Young Ghost and Tommy. And I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure we're gonna get another like present day show because they cancel Force and they cancel Ghost. So like,
Hmm.
there's no way we're not gonna get nothing. Because once we
They
get
got.
Lady Kanan, like, and Force, there's not gonna be no Power on for a minute.
Hmm.
So people been talking. They definitely think something else is coming. I hope.
They got too many. They got too many unanswered questions, man.
Yeah, that's the
You
problem.
still got Rashad. Like, what was the point of bringing Rashad Tate back?
That
You
shit
know,
pissed me off, bro. I thought he was
he
gonna
still's
come
out
back
there.
around and like, I don't know, do something to Don Carter. I wanted him to find out that like he killed his brother at least.
Hmm. Well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah,
We don't have closure
at all.
on Carter. We
Yeah,
know he got arrested or whatever by Buddy, but they never show that. What's up with that? Because he's gonna go to trial for killing the cop, and then what? So now Rashard's gonna find out that Carter killed his brother.
yeah.
Like, there's so many open things.
Even with
I'm
the whole
sorry.
Carter thing, like, it didn't make sense to me how he's the head of that task force, but the dude who is working for him arrested him. Like, I've never. How do you get arrested by someone on your team for
Hmm.
being dirty when you're both dirty?
It makes
Like,
no
it
sense.
no sense, bro.
No sense.
I was like, okay, and then he allowed himself to get arrested. I was like, all right, like. But I think they did that so like maybe we could see him in another show. Like if he gets out or something, it leaves the door open. Because really, they left it open ended for everybody.
Every power never dies.
Everybody, yeah,
No one got closure.
nobody. So I definitely think they have a bright future with this show. I just hope the writing needs to be on point. The writing needs to be
Right?
on point.
It needs to be on point. They need to give it time. They need to give it time to actually like
Marinate.
they had the story with Tariq, and then it just started taking so many left and right turns and becoming so much more that
Yeah,
we lost focus of what actually Ghost was about. Was him graduating to get the money and protect his family and
bruh.
get his free his mom.
A lot of people feel like I feel like this too. They don't even feel like Ghost is about Tariq. They feel like the Tejadas are like the main focus of the show.
Mm.
And like as I was watching, I was like, damn, like that's true for real. Like it feels like they're the main characters and he's kind of just like there. like he be in it, but like he's not really
He's
the
just
focus.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's just like every hit Tariq done. If
yeah,
he's not the killer, he's just there. When Buddy dropped Anya off, again, why Tariq's part in all the plans is just to get somebody somewhere or do something
yeah.
chill, and everyone else has to actually do the work.
he hit the back
So
door.
like, yeah, man, it's I never thought of it like that, but I mean that Zeke's story carried right when it wasn't about Tariq, it was about Zeke. That Zeke went on for about 3 seasons, finding out
Yeah,
Monet's mom, who his actual father is.
yeah.
I never thought of it, but no, it definitely was
I
about the
feel like
Tejadas.
the earlier seasons were like lit. Like the first 2 seasons, I feel like were the best.
Hmm.
After that, I feel like shit just went like mad downhill with the
Yeah,
whole Renzo thing. Like they fumbled a lot of characters.
yeah,
The Becca
they
character,
did,
all of them.
they did. Very,
Let's talk
I
about
think
Mary
it just
J.
became too much.
A lot of people be bashing her and her acting. How do you feel about her character and her acting?
Nah,
Because people
nah,
saying that she not it.
Mary J.
They be cooking her
rocked
over
that
there,
role.
man. Oh God.
She rocked that role, especially when they go back to this last season and they showed a little flashbacks with her sister or how she was growing up.
Yeah,
When they showed a flashback character and I see her now, I definitely agree that I think she was fine. Like her role wasn't to be anything caring. Her role was to be
yeah,
hard as shit. Just whatever I say, go, no talk back. Like
facts.
her character wasn't meant to have different layers. She was
Yeah,
insensitive. She wasn't supposed to be empathetic. She was money first, like boss first.
yeah,
I think Mary J did her thing with that. Honestly, like
yeah. I feel like people don't really understand. Like, she wasn't meant to be a good person. Like, she was a terrible person in a
not at
terrible.
all.
But
Not at
because she
all.
played that so well, like people are like, "Oh, she's a bad," but not. Like, that's just the character.
That's just the
Who she
character. She was not supposed. You were not supposed to like her.
Yeah.
You were not
And I feel
supposed to
like they
like
did
her.
that purposefully because, like, they built that shit up for her to be, like, loving and caring in the last season just for her to get. Because I didn't think she was going to die because I thought, all right, she just got shot. So they're not about to kill her now. So I was like, that took me for a surprise. Like, because that
Mm,
whole episode I was waiting, like, I was like, someone's about to die. Like, I don't know who's going to be. Someone going to die. Then when she went into the room and started, like, killing everybody and they started playing the music, I was like, no.
hmm
Monet's out of here. First thing I
So
did
who
was
you?
get on Twitter.
So who you think is about to die then?
I thought Kane and Drew were gonna have like a battle, and I thought
Hmm
Drew was gonna get smoked by Kane because I felt like they were just building up their storyline. Like they kept beefing and going back and forth, but I
hmm
guess they kept the whole family first thing. Like they didn't kill each other. But I never thought it would be Monet. I thought she was safe because I'm like I
Yeah.
didn't think like they would kill Mary J. Blige. Like, I'm like, bro, that's Mary J. Blige. They're not about to kill her. Like she's fine.
Yeah.
Then when they did it, I was like, oh shit, like they really did that thing. Episode 9 felt like more of a finale to me than like episode 10, bro. Because
It
nothing really
was.
happened in episode 10. Like we knew Noma was gonna die. It was just a matter of who and how. We knew Kane was gonna do it. I've been said that.
Mm-hmm.
So like everything was kind of predictable after that point. I
Yeah.
think fun with a
I
bad.
mean, shoot, I don't think anyone else had this take. I didn't think anyone was gonna die. I thought I thought everybody was going to win. I thought
Bro.
everyone was going to win. I thought Tariq was getting off. I thought the Tejadas were going to be free. If Kane was going to be with Noma or whatever, that's fine. I just thought everybody was going to win. The way
Yeah.
they were setting it up is everyone had so much dirt on each other. It's like, what can you really do besides you either have to kill me or let me go?
Yeah,
Because that's all Tariq. All Tariq's play is I got this piece, I got this leverage, you got this. Let's work together, or else this
that shit
happens.
fucking dumb.
So I literally thought everybody was gonna get off. I thought Carter was like gonna chill, like, yo, no, I killed the cop, I'm done. I thought Tariq was gonna get off. I thought everybody was gonna be smooth. I didn't think anyone was gonna die. Um, but when you just kind of Homer getting smoked too, bro. If Kane is not in force,
You got to
then
be on.
I don't know what they're doing because Kane, your face is all over the news. Did Kane make it out? Did Kane make it out of the city? He made it out of the city, so we know Kane's on a run. He's good. He's
Yeah,
free. You got Dirk in the episode. Kane has got to be in Forest. He's got to have another show or something. Maybe not Forest, but he's got to have another
something.
show. Something.
You know how I knew someone was gonna die when they introduced this whole wedding storyline? You know the first thing I thought
Mm,
of? Game of Thrones, bro. You remember the red wedding, bro? I
yeah.
made a post about that, bro. I was like, if y'all never seen Game of Thrones, y'all remember the wedding. That shit was insane. There's no way a wedding in Power is gonna be a regular ass wedding. So I was just waiting, like, and the whole episode, I
hmm
was just like, damn, like, when they about to like do something? They saved that shit for the last minute. It didn't shock the whole damn world.
They rocked it. Noma talking about, are you with me? Look around at your cousins while they're slow dancing. She's going crazy while they slow dancing,
I'm
bro.
like, what you expect though? Like, did you really expect him to choose you over his mom?
Come on now.
You
Come
should
on
have
now.
known that.
Yeah.
Should have been known that. I didn't like
He,
Noma's character though. I wasn't really a fan of her.
you didn't like Noma?
Like she was a good actress. I just didn't like the character. Like she just pissed me off. I felt like she was just like too overbearing. Like I was waiting for her to get smoked because she was just violating everybody, talking crazy, just doing whatever. I'm like,
Facts.
you're not this dangerous. Like we've seen more dangerous villains in power.
But that's the thing, though. You say she's not dangerous, but you got to think how desperate she was. Like
Yeah,
Dante was, or not.
Mecca.
Yeah,
Like,
Mecca was
yeah.
the one handling the business here. She lost that, so now she has to figure out how she can get citizenship so she can
Mhm.
run the business here. So
Yeah.
it's not. It wasn't about love. It's about keeping her
Facts.
business afloat. Because if you see at the end when her brother comes over, the Nigerian guy is on her ass. He's
Yeah, he's
on her
like, Mecca,
ass
what are you
about what
doing?
she's been doing here. So she's been incredibly desperate the
Yeah,
whole season. And what happens to people when they're incredibly desperate? They
rash.
do whatever. And she started doing whatever.
Yeah, she was
She
fucking
started
with
listening to
Kane and nobody,
Kane.
giving the cheeks up to everybody.
Everybody. She was doing whatever she could to get what she wanted.
Yeah,
She
that's
so I mean I don't blame her for that. Like I think she was dangerous because of how desperate she was.
yeah. Do you feel like her daughter's dying was unnecessary? I felt like that was unnecessary. Like she was really innocent for real. Like she was
Yeah.
actually the only person who was actually innocent. Like she didn't know nothing that was going on. I didn't
No,
like.
that was 100% unnecessary.
Yeah,
Diana is petty for that. It
Teddy.
was never Diana talking about she needs to know how it feels to lose
Yeah,
someone. No, 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 no. Diana's crashing out because she just lost her kid.
facts.
She don't care that Noma just killed her mom. She want to kill Anya because she see Anya fucking with Tariq.
Mm.
She's crazy. It was jealousy. It wasn't about no family. Like no,
You're like, you fucking my man.
no. Uh huh.
It's funny because people were talking about that. Like, she was trying to get with Tariq after the baby was gone. She was trying to get pregnant again.
Crazy,
And
crazy.
I'm like, what? The whole Diana character, I feel like it just did a 180. Because the whole show, she wanted to get out the game.
Mhm.
But at the end of the show, it's like she was trying to like, oh, let's rebuild the business. That I'm like, your mom just died because of this.
Mhm.
Zeke's dead.
Mhm.
Lorenzo's dead. Everyone, Kay's on the run. Your brother left. Now you want to be in the game? Makes no sense.
Mhm. See, I wasn't one of those people. I wasn't one of those people. Hope you weren't. That was going crazy when she was standing at the head of the table at the end of the show, where she was standing
Yeah.
at the where Monet sits. They were trying to say, "Oh, Minnie Monet." Like,
Yeah.
no, no. She wants to go to
I wasn't feeling
school.
that. I wasn't feeling that.
Go back to the candy shop.
Yeah.
Go mess with your man. I forget his name, the little
Salim,
nerd buddy.
well, he dead.
Salim, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, he smoked. Yeah, it
He
was not
rotting
it.
somewhere in the crib.
Yeah.
That's another
Mm-mm.
storyline that people were pissed off about that like never came back up. They was like, how did his body not show up or nothing
Yeah.
like Tariq caught a couple bodies this season that were just like, damn, nigga, like how you not get in trouble for this?
He's untouchable,
Yeah.
and he was too untouchable, which was wild.
The plot armor.
But then
Even
you,
Ghost wasn't this untouchable, bruh.
but then you also remember Ghost. I don't know, if Ghost caught this many bodies. Like Ghost, Ghost definitely did his thing. But this man got Jabari. He playing a role in getting the teacher committing suicide. Like
Yeah.
Tariq had his hands on everything. He
Yeah, I feel like
is a
indirectly
killer.
Tariq is responsible for the most like deaths. Like just
Hmm.
indirectly, like him being involved or him doing some shit that led to something happening. Like he got a lot of blood on his hands. That's why I'm like his ending gotta be vicious. Like they better have that same energy that they did killing off Ghost. Like Tariq better go out in a wild way. Cause he low key worse than Ghost.
Hmm.
Cause he knows
He
exactly
is,
what he's doing. Yeah.
but he is. But I mean, right now, I think Stars is 0 for 2 on finales because the finale was not it. Season
Yeah.
6 was a complete waste of everyone's time,
Now the last five
showing who
episodes,
killed. Yeah,
yeah, that shit pissed me off too.
waste of everyone's time. 0-2. You don't need that. Like this too, it was okay, but like
Yeah.
it wasn't a real conclusion. So I just hope they wrap up somebody's story.
Yeah, I think now we're just waiting on the fourth finale. I think this season of Raising Kanan gonna be crazy though,
Oh
because I
yeah,
think
for sure.
now we're gonna see Kanan like really be that guy, and I
Mhm.
just feel like that show just is like the best acting, the best production, makes the most sense. It's not really unrealistic like Ghost was,
Mhm.
and like they just got great actors. Like you got Joey
Yeah.
Badass in that joint, like that joint's
Mhm.
fire.
Oh man, don't even
And
get
he's
me
alive.
started on Unique.
Hey.
Unique coming back at the end. Come on, bro. He nah, they're cooking over there. I feel like that's where all their attention went.
Oh yeah, for
Um,
sure.
they're cooking. They're cooking.
They're
I tell
cooking.
people if you didn't tap in, push through that first season,
Yeah.
then they give it to you. They give it to you, man.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, I think this
I don't know
all
why
East
people are
Coast.
surprised though, because like, what did they expect the first season though? Like, he's a kid, he's not
True.
really gonna be on nothing. But like the last two seasons, been like, oh shit, like especially season three.
Mm-hmm.
Season three was wild as shit.
Nah, the way that last season ended,
Yeah, it's about to be wild.
he's here. He's here now. So I'm all for Power Origins because I really they talked about how crazy Ghost and Tommy was coming up. So I think there was a leak too. They already had like some actors for the characters and stuff. But I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that show. I'm not gonna lie,
Hmm.
because I'm like, you're doing two characters that are iconic that we've already seen like as adults. Now you're recasting them. Like,
Hmm.
who are you about to cast for young Ghost and Tommy? Like, I'm just curious to see who the hell they're gonna cast. Because you know how the fans be like, if they're not on point, they're getting
They're
destroyed
getting
on
killed.
social media.
They're getting killed.
They
And
get
what
destroyed.
what you talking about that they're trying to bring James St. Patrick back? If they bringing him back, you got to think maybe their plan is for Power Origins is to do the whole story and then maybe hit my man Ghost with a little CGI, make him look younger, and be like, okay, there he is.
Like, I feel like
If
I
they're
feel
trying to
like
get
he
him
should
back,
be. I feel like he should do what 50 does, like in Raising Kanan, how he like does the narrating and stuff.
yeah,
That's the best thing he could possibly do. That's the only way I see him like coming back per se to like
no,
narrate.
that's a good take.
Yeah, because other than that, like it's been so long, bro. Like, what you gonna bring him back for now? And he's such a big character. Like, he has to be the focal point if he comes back. He's not about to be. He's not gonna be no
Yeah,
side character.
yeah.
So yeah. But
Interesting to see what direction they go.
is there any other topics you want to touch before we wrap this up?
And shout out Woody McLean again, man. That boy is
Shout
crazy. That boy
out
is
Woody,
crazy.
man.
I hope I'm saying his name right, man. He's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Um, if
He
y'all
did.
not tapped in, show him some support. Tap in. Go back and watch Power. For those of you that hate on that man, James St. Patrick, I urge you
No.
to put his woman troubles aside and really focus on the story. And you'll
That's
be
really why
straight.
they hate him for real. They mad because
That's the only reason.
he's getting the I'm getting all that box. They don't want to see. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in.
Yes,
Episode
sir.
14 is a wrap.
Mr. Power Universe.